Welcome back, everybody, as we look at the clock right here in the studio. 6:14 on your Tuesday morning. We're happy to tell you you're walking out the door without any problems. So let's take a little extra time to talk about weather and the weather machine this morning. We were up at Charles Upson Elementary not too long ago. We delivered a lot of high fives and a lot of fun science and weather together. Let's go ahead and take a look at that video. Boy, it was a great welcome there. We piled them in to their cafetorium, and they had a good lunch that day. We could smell it, but we got it going. That's Carson filling up the weather balloon with his crew there, and everybody in the front row, of course, covering their ears because they just didn't know how big or how loud this thing was going to get. But once we filled it up, we said, you know what, that's neat to look at, but let's let you check it out. So we rolled it out on top of all the students there, and they were really cool. They stayed in their seats, let the balloon come to them, and that's the balloon that we launch into the atmosphere twice a day to help measure the weather way up above our heads. And then it was on to what makes those clouds appear and disappear. Well, it's evaporation and condensation, and we let the kids hold a cloud in their hand, and then when they close it and open it up, it's gone. Rainbows abound, and we talked about the splitting of light, how water droplets take white sunlight or a yellow sunlight and split it into all the different colors of the rainbow, and they can make a rainbow anytime they want. And then it was time to get windy. Gianna, we brought you into the weather machine. You didn't know what was going to happen, and there it goes. 40-mile-an-hour winds going right past you, and made it a bad hair day for you, but what a good sport she was. Even a little bit of a high five at the end of that thing. Tornado, we talked about from one extreme to another. This is Anthony. He is the resident tornado expert out there at Charles Upson. He's read every single book, and we let him touch a vortex. And these kids were touched by a bit of lightning. Bang, bang. That's Dylan and Bishop exchanging that shocking experience. And then they sent it all the way down the line to young Michael, who kind of enjoyed the whole thing. Isabella and Ella were the two that helped us out. We put their hair on end, and we demonstrated that because lightning will sometimes, when it's about to strike, force your hair to stand on end. It's a good sign to get inside. And hey, we brought the snow indoors to Charles Upson Elementary. Take a look at that. Thanks for having us up there. How did we go to Charles Upson Elementary and do all this for them? It's because they voted in the weather machine contest and said, bring it up here. How do you do it? How do you get us to come to your school? Use the word TREND, T-R-E-N-D. 3 things you do. Go to WKBW.com right now. Choose the school you want us to go to. Enter the word and hit submit. Grandparents, parents, friends, and family, anybody can vote, and it's super easy to do. Who's at the top of the list right now? St. Mary's in Swarmville has a pretty decent lead after just one day, and then you can see George Blaisdell, Johnny Pound, all the schools in the top 10 and our top 20 all vying for that top spot. We update you on the standings every single day. All the information on